Okay, so we finished render. You can tell it's taken over 7 hours. And again, this is not highest resolution. If you want increased resolution and size, you better be prepared for some good time on rendering. But again, as a result, you'll have a very nice image. You can continue working. So what I'm going to do right now is save this image inside and open inside Photoshop for continue post work. Usually I save my image as PSD format. It's kind of a little bit easy to read in Photoshop, and plus it provides additional channel information alpha for me if I need it, just cut off and rework a little bit, for example, on a sky. Right here, what is happening? Okay, we can zoom in. And again, this is not the highest resolution was rendering, so it's not, I have an example where I render with higher resolution, so I can quality, but this as well give you some nice examples. We will perform probably 3 different type of the sharpness on this and also color adjustments. I want to create more look like illustrations, and sometimes when you render inside the view, it's give you this nice natural actually anti-aliasing effect on the edges, but I want to do more as illustrations. And also I want to play a little bit more with the color correction. So first, have several ways how you like to do. For example, I like to bring first details and sharpness, and after work on the colors, maybe bring them more in that way. So let's look on different ways we can do color sharpness. One, we'll do more internal, like inside details, and avoid doing any edges. And for this, we'll just go ahead, create 2 new layers. I'll combine them as a new group layer, and we'll switch this to overlay. Next, we'll take top layer inside this group, and we'll switch to vivid light. Okay, now I press Ctrl I or inverse, and almost don't see any different. But let me kind of zoom maybe right a little bit closer right here so you can see area. We'll go to filter now, blur, and we'll use it surface blur. You can see the details already pop up kind of. Kind of increase contrast just inside. And that's what I'm going for. Okay, we can of course increase pixels range if you want it. Or like a little bit more narrow, maybe even 10 for this size. So we'll go set. This is one of the sharpness. Next, I will create 2 more layers, and next one will be more sharpness on the edge. So for this, I'm going to take first layer, filter, and we'll go run through the high path. High path, you want to set maybe from 1 pixel, maybe I will set normally a bit less, so it's more tight for me, but size of the image, and I will set this to overlay. So you can see it's add to us now sharpness on the edges. And again, we can look on an example. Right here you can see. And sharpness inside. So these 2 will already bring this kind of extra sharpness, more already look semi kind of like illustration at this point. Next, what I want to do is select these groups and just merge them together. So we have only 1 layer, and again right here without and with blurring. So you can see it's bring already kind of sharpness and illustrations. You can just do adjustment layers. I like to perform on the layer itself. Other things, what you can also go and just apply third one, sharpness and sharp mask, directly to the image. And right here you can see this is even bring even more kind of effect, but this is up to just increase how you like on the sharpness. So just say a little bit. Again, this is kind of 3 different sharpness. Sometimes I apply it to give this extra natural kind of effect to remove some haze, and you can see edges. Okay, so as example, before and after. Okay, now when we have this layer, let's apply some processing. You have two ways. One, we can go in image correction, or I do like apply sometimes from the filter forge. Okay, and inside the filter forge, I just use the photo tone. This is a preset filter I created, and it's free available, downloaded from filter forge. I use it quite a bit often. It's actually create very nice effect very fast. And if we look in a filter editor, as example what I was done, so I take image separated by channels and apply sharpness and color correction with curves on each channel. I also apply mask, and this is kind of complicated sometimes, but you don't need to worry. But you can see with presets you can go and apply almost different tone. Like this one is look very like wash out old illustration. I'll just use the one of this preset that I like it, and I will just apply it. It's a save a lot of time. We can do same things if we just going inside and work with curves on each color channel, but with this way it just help us a little bit faster. Again, you can go and modify opacity depending on how much you want this image going in. So I'll just set about 80. We'll take one image below, and a couple of things I want to apply. I want to work a little bit more on the sky and a little bit more on the ground, so apply it maybe towards this. And for this, let's create another layer. Will help us to have this channel. So if I click on a channel right here, you can see I selected, and I select foreground, not just background. So we go back to layer we selected, and you know what, let's just you know what, rename this. So there's no, it's sky. Okay, we'll go, we need it inverse, so we'll just select, and at this point copy and paste, so we have it just a sky selected. We can go adjust colors for this. So I'm going to color balance and maybe bring a little bit more cyan to this color. Again, remember this is because we have it 80% over. You can disable and or color balance this way. Again, how I said before, because we have a little bit apply on the one before with filter, we can also modify, or you can just work on that image before. I like keep it top one because I can kind of modify it and playing with colors a little bit better that way. Let's go do brightness contrast, take a little bit brightness down. Okay, so right here we applied. You can see slightly color change. We can also, another option, you can move above, because this is kind of clouds and sometimes sharpness when applied, and we can just overlay or put it screen or a darkness, so it's kind of applied to image. So in this case we can still preserve some sharpness, but I also work a little bit on color matching. Okay, and again, because this kind of sky detect, we can take this will be our ground. We can modify, and again, remember it's will effect with a layer. So what we want to do it is, let's go to the channel. In this case, if we move just above, you can see this is just a ground channel. Can adjust color balance for this, maybe bring a little bit kind of yellowish look. And again, I'm normally don't do very big color adjustment. Okay, just modifying. Okay, let me go just slightly applying Okay, let's merge these layers together. Okay, and also let's add vibrance. Let's see what saturation. Just maybe one, a little bit. Vibrance go from one to another. Okay, I kind of don't necessarily like this too much yellowish, so let's see if we can go adjust more with color balance. Again, red, they're all kind of interesting, and this is hard to go in kind of any specific area. And I want to keep it a little bit bluish color, so we can go in shadows and maybe add a little bit more colder in the shadows. Let's go highlights and warm up, more like a sun hitting on our highlights. Okay, and we'll go on midtones. A little bit more reddish, kind of fall colors is what I want, trying to keep it. But okay, so right here you can see we have it already, our image look nice. It's have this painting effect with the sharpness we applied. You can get even more to the extreme at the point. You can apply additional filters. Even if you can go to oil paint, just apply some other effects to this. Or if you want to apply a little bit more to reduce details, another good effect to do it is actual noise, reduce noise. And right here again, you remember we set alpha, so it will be, and we just remove preserve details reduction, so this one go to the 0, string go to the high, and you can see it's wash out some details, but it's give it another kind of painting effect with less details. And in this case, it's kind of useful if you want maybe put it on some areas, but again, for me as illustration, I like this sharpness, kind of a little bit even over sharpen effect applied to the image. Okay, let me create a copy of this. Okay, we'll merge together, so it will be one full. And again, let's preview. So right here we have it before post-production, and right here we have it after. Again, you can see the different. It still be look very nice, but in this case it's with sharpness, details, and higher contrast and color correction. This brings more look like illustration or maybe drawing. Okay, thank you for watching this tutorial from Geek@Play Studio. Please remember, visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.